back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I am so excited about this video. I literally start all my videos like that, but I really do get super excited at the beginning of all my videos. This video is going to be on the Morphe and James Charles makeup brush sets. I am so excited to share this with you guys. I've been testing them out, seeing how I like them. I wanted to make sure that I use every single brush before I told you guys my feelings on them. I was so excited to purchase this brush set because I am really diving in even more into makeup on an artistic side, so this collection was absolutely perfect for me. I also bought the palette as well, so if you guys are interested in seeing a review or any tutorials using it, those are coming, so subscribe to stick around if you're wanting to see those. This video is all about the brush set that he released in this collection. Well, first I'm going to go through them pretty quickly, that way anyone who just came here just wants to see what's in the brush set, you can see them, and then I will go into a little bit of a more deeper explanation of all the brushes. And I will also leave a timestamp in the description as well as right here of when I start the actual review of the brushes. I really believe that this set is amazing for makeup artists because of all the doubles that you get in there. I know my makeup's like super over the top, but I did use the palette and the brushes for this makeup look. If you want to check out any of my other looks, go ahead and check out my Instagram because I always put all my makeup looks on Instagram. This is a 34-piece brush set with a sponge and custom tubby as well. So this brush set is $149 and it is a $218 value, so you get a lot of brushes in here. I know that Morphe also does like an afterpay program, so you can pay like payments. So if you really want this, or you are a makeup artist that's looking for new brushes, you can use that if you're on a budget. I love all the packaging that he did. It's just really nice and clean and sleek. I love it. Let's open it up so you can finally see. I talked like for way too long. So when you open up the box, it comes like this. It has the Morphe James Charles logo on here. This tub is giant. It is large and in charge, but trust me, this is such a perfect tubby for anyone who's a makeup artist. You can fit so many brushes in here. The other cool thing is that you could totally use them to like hold your brushes on your makeup stand. You have, if you put it like this, you got two, so that's twice the amount of brushes. If you don't travel a lot, or if you're not like a active makeup artist to take your brushes to like clients and stuff, you can just use these as holders on your vanity. So let's get into the brushes. So when you first open up the tubby, everything does come completely wrapped in plastic. So the first thing in the box when you open it, you're probably going to notice is the sponge. So this is called the Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge. So we have the M439 Deluxe Buffer Brush for foundation. And then we have the M527 Deluxe Pointed Powder Brush, which is awesome for bronzing. And then we have the M405, which is a contour blush brush. And then we have the E4 Angled Contour Brush, the E48 Mini Pointed Powder Brush, the M173 Mini Buffer Brush, the really popular M501 Pro Pointed Blender Brush, which everybody uses for highlight, one E62 Nose Contouring Brush. There are 3 of the M441 Pro Firm Blending Crease Brushes, 3 of the M433 Pro Firm Blending Fluff Brushes, 3 of the M456 Mini Firm Blending Brushes, 2 of the M506 Tapered Mini Blender Brushes, 2 of the M431 Precision Pencil Crease Brushes, 2 of the M224 Oval Camouflage Brush. I literally can't say that word. Camouflage. 2 of the M166 Oval Shadow Brushes. 2 of the M124 Firm Shadow Brushes. 2 of the M152 Medium Chisel Fluff Brushes. 1 M158 Angled Liner Spoolie Brush. And 2 of the M250-1 Detail Liner Brushes. I think I'm missing a brush. Flat Concealer Brush, 410. I don't think I have that. OMG, I don't, wait, hold on. I never got this one. Okay, so I am missing a brush, and I will put a picture of it right here. I'm not really sure about it because I haven't used it, but here it is. I just got done emailing Morphe. Hopefully they'll send me one. Okay, moving on. So that's everything that comes in this set. That literally was such a tongue twister to say all of those. So now I'm just gonna go through all the brushes, hopefully super semi quickly because there are so many of them. So this sponge is awesome because it has a very unique shape and it has a very flat edge on it. Great for contouring. It's good for the nose, under your eyes. This does get pretty fat, so the point is a little bit more round when you get it wet. In comparison to the Beauty Blender, it's the slightest, teeniest, tiniest bit bigger. I think that this one is way more worth it, and it's actually, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Beauty Blender because of all the different edges you have to work with. It's just such a great sponge. So the M439 is a blending foundation brush. This is honestly one of my favorite foundation brushes. This is actually now my second brush of this because I already had one of these. This is an amazing foundation brush. I'm so happy that he included it. I was literally so excited for this brush specifically because I do not have any brushes like this. I mean, I do sort of, but it's just kind of sort of a unique shape in that it's like a little bit flat on one end and it's like super fluffy. This is amazing for a round thing. I really am so excited to have this brush. I think this is an awesome brush. These brushes are so dirty because I've been really testing them out for you guys. And then we have the E4 angled contour brush, but I use this for blush. It's honestly the most perfect blush brush. I definitely think this is my new favorite blush brush. I've actually wanted this brush for a really long time, so I'm really glad that it wasn't included in this set because I've heard so many people talk about this brush and it's definitely really awesome. This brush was so surprising to me. I love this brush. This brush is the E48 and this is absolutely perfect for setting under your eyes. You can get really up under there. You could also use this for contouring, like with powder. I will probably always use this for setting underneath my eyes and like around my nose. I actually used to have a brush like this a long time ago and I gave it to my mother-in-law. It was fine because I have so many brushes, but I do remember like I had such a hard time finding a brush shaped like that ever since I gave that to her. So I'm so happy to have this because this is exactly the same shape. It's amazing. I'm so happy that this came in the tubby. Excuse the hair change. It was getting on my nerves. Let's talk about this brush right here. If you haven't heard of this brush, it's literally every single makeup guru's favorite highlighting brush. It works pretty well. I don't know if you can see my highlight. It's been a while since I put this makeup on. There's not much to say about it besides it's a pretty good highlight brush. You can really tackle specific areas. Good highlighting brush. The next brush I want to talk about is another one that actually caught me off guard. I didn't think I was really gonna have any use for it. I was wrong. This brush is pretty awesome. This is the M173. What is this called? A mini buffer brush, and this is so perfect for blending concealer underneath your eye. So I have creases in my eyes and this is awesome for getting really up under there. I really actually enjoyed this brush so much more than I thought I would, and it also would be amazing for cream contour. I can already tell this would be perfect for that. I haven't used it for that because I don't cream contour very often, but when I do, I definitely know that this will be like an amazing brush for that. All right, let's talk about this nose contour brush. This is one of the brushes that James Charles came up with Morphe. He made this specifically for nose contouring. If you guys didn't know, James is all about that nose contour as well as many people. It's definitely a trend right now, and this indeed is the perfect nose contouring brush. That is all of the face brushes. This is the M158. This is an eyeliner eyebrow brush. I use this for my brows a couple times already. So I use this for my brow right here for pomade, and this would be pretty good for eyeliner too. I haven't tried it with that. This is an awesome eyeliner brush. This eyebrow brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the number 7, is my absolute favorite eyebrow brush, and I don't think this one quite compares, but it's up there. It's definitely a good eyebrow brush. I do enjoy that it's much longer because this one's super short and this bleed's a lot bigger too. So there are so many eye brushes in this set. If you are into color like I am, if you are a makeup artist, if you are someone who uses brushes all the time and you really hate cleaning them like me, this brush set is amazing for you because you have all the brushes that you need for a while, and it's great for color because you use one red, you want to switch to green or blue, you have another brush to do that. James, you are sister smart. So the M441 is a fluffy blending brush. I actually already have one of these in my collection before I bought this one. So now I have 4 of them, which is awesome. This is a really good fluffy blending brush for transition shade. And then the other brushes that you get that are fluffy sort of blending brushes are the M433. They look like this. And the differences between these two brushes is that this brush, let me show you some clean ones. So these two brushes, when you put them side by side, this one, the M433, when you turn it, it has a flat side. This one is completely round, and then this one has like a flat edge, which makes it awesome for getting into the crease. And this one is awesome for just like blending in general. I'm really glad that he included both of these. I think that these are some of the most absolutely important eye brushes, and you get 6 of them in this collection to do your transition and crease shades. The flatter one is the one that I used to pack on the red in this look. It worked really well because his palette has so many pressed pigments, and it worked really well at picking up the pigments but not picking up too much, so I was able to pack it on and blend at the same time. And then continuing off of the M433, that flat one, 2 that are the same kind of brush, but they are actually smaller. So this is the M456. This is another brush that James created with Morphe, and they have the flat side and they are smaller. They're awesome for detail. I think that this is another essential eye brush. These are great for getting into the outer V to really deepen up a color. Oh, did I say 2? I'm sorry, you get 3 of those as well. You get 3 of the M456 is the little mini ones. Continuing talking about blending here, we have the M506. This is another detail blending brush. Another one great for the outer V and also for underneath the eyes to really blend out and smoke out the under eye. I used this one for underneath my eye today because I wanted it to be kind of a little bit more blown out than I normally do. This is awesome for detail blending, and you get 2 of them in this collection. The final like blending kind of brush that you get in this set is the M431. This is a pencil brush. This is going to be your amazing smoky blending under the eyes or smoking out the lash line. Oh my god, these are some of my favorite, absolute favorite kinds of brushes. These are typically the ones that get the dirtiest. They have the darkest colors on them. So a couple brushes I'm not really like into that were actually included in this set. These are the only brushes that I would say that I don't really like that are in the set. These are the M152 brushes. They're extremely tiny. These are like the tiniest brushes I've ever seen. James says that he uses it underneath his lower lash line, but I just feel like there's so many other brushes in this collection that are awesome for doing that. This is kind of just not really necessarily. I do think this could potentially be good for traveling because of the size. These are not really my favorite brushes, but I don't think that they're completely unnecessary for some people. For me, these aren't my favorite brushes to be included. I actually haven't used them because I haven't really had like a use for them yet because they're just so tiny little babies. We are almost there, guys. There's a few more. The next brush that we get in the set that is another one of my favorites. This is the M224. This is a flat brush. It is perfect for cutting the crease. Normally what I use for the cutting the crease is the M421. This doesn't come in the set. There is a brush that's similar to this that comes in the set, but this one is the one that I normally use. I have like 3 of these because I really like to use this to cut the crease. But this one is the new favorite. It's pretty large. If you look to see, it kind of covers up a lot of my lid, but I like that because it makes it so much faster, and the round part is like perfect. It's got like the perfect thinness. It's perfect for getting a really round cut. Oh my god, these are amazing. I'm so glad that I got this brush set and so that I could try all these brushes. Good. And then we have the M166. When I first looked at these brushes, I was like, what do I do with these? They're not super fluffy, so I feel like it's not really what I would use to set my concealer or my primer. They are a bit stiff, but not super stiff. I don't know, like they're not as stiff as these. So I was like, what in the world am I gonna use these for? And then I put this in there to put on my lid. This is amazing for packing shadow on your lid. So good. I used this one to pack on all of this green eyeshadow. It did beautifully, especially since these are pressed pigments. I really think James did a really good job of including brushes that you can use on any eyeshadow palette. Also in this set you get the M124, which is similar to the other one that I just showed you, but it's a little bit longer. This is also good for packing on eyeshadow in detailed areas, and for really shimmery colors this kind of brush is amazing, or if you're blending two shimmer colors together. These are definitely awesome brushes that you can use for cutting the crease. These are really awesome brushes. Last brushes that you get in here are the M250-1s. These are liner brushes. You get 2 of them. Thank God he included 2 of them. If you are working with a lot of color like I do, you need these brushes. I use these brushes today for doing the white eyeliner, for doing the little leaves here, and then I used another one for the red lines and the little mistletoe like berry things, holly berries. I don't know, what are these things called? I feel real dumb. Is this mistletoe or holly? Is it the same thing? It's holly mistletoe. Okay, it's the same thing, guys. Okay, I'm real dumb sometimes. I actually already have a Morphe liner brush. This is the M250-S. I don't know if you can see the size right here. It's actually even more tiny than the one that comes in the collection. It is way smaller, but to be honest, I actually like these ones more. There's something about it with the like flexibility of it and how it comes to a really nice point that makes it way easier to use than this one. I don't know what it is, but something about the flexibility of the bristles make these actually a lot easier to use for details like these. Okay, so that is everything that comes in these sets. This set is so incredibly worth it in my opinion, specifically for makeup artists or someone who works with a lot of color. This is worth it to me, and this tubby that you get is honestly genius. I really love how big this is because you can fit all of your really large brushes in here. That is always the issue that I have, is that like with these fat brushes, they don't fit in the smaller tubbies, but this big bad boy right here will fit them. Guys, if you can get your hands on it, I would invest into it, especially if you don't have a lot of brushes. If you're really into makeup, brushes can be so expensive to buy on their own. Of course you can get affordable brushes, but it's really gonna add up, you know what I mean? Like, if you need a lot of different brushes to make a complete makeup look, and this is everything you need. Well, that is the James Charles and Morphe brush set collection complete. I hope this helped you guys out and kind of helped you make a decision on whether or not to purchase this brush set. I think it's worth it 100%. I know it is a little expensive, but like I said, they do have that payment plan that you can set up if you are really needing this brush set. They are planning on restocking this collection multiple times, I'm sure, so definitely look into that. But if you're gonna get on there, you better get on there because it's gonna sell out again, I'm sure. If you enjoyed this video, or if you want to see some of my James Charles makeup looks with the palette, if you want to see any tutorials, or if you want to see a review on this guy, make sure to subscribe. That's coming soon. I wanted to make sure that I used it so that way I can give a really good review on it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!